All right, welcome everybody to CanHammer, your source for 40K from the Great White North. This is a public service video for attendees, mostly the captains, of CanHammer Team Tournament 2020. Since this year we have quite a lot of new captains who maybe have never done an ETC team tournament before, we are making this instructional video on how to do the pairings. So I have two purported captains with me today. We have
actually a captain.
Francois actually is a captain. Francois, my dice so hot right now, Lalande. And we have Phil, I am playing that game, Ivanusic. So we're just going to go through how you do your pairings. First thing you need to do as a captain, because I'm not doing it for you this year, is you need to make team cards. Okay, you can have whatever format you want. Little cards that have the player name and their faction on the card, okay? Hot tip, make sure they're not see-through, okay? Because they're supposed to be secret. Okay, so each team captain should have a card for each player in their team. Okay, so pick those up. So the first thing you do is you roll off. This roll determines who gets to pick the first table that the first matchup plays on, okay? And at ETC, there are some that are light and some are medium and some are heavier terrain, so depending on what army you're playing, you may want to choose one or the other. So it's not standardized by any means. So Phil has won this roll off. So that means whatever the matchup that they get, Phil will get to pick the first table that they play on, and then Francois with the second matchup plays on their choice of table, and so forth and so forth. Okay, and then it alternates. Okay, so basically what you need to do now is choose one person to put down. Okay, face down. And then what will happen next is your opponent, after you reveal them, will pick two people to play your one person, okay? And then you get to pick the matchup, okay? It's going to become pretty obvious in a second, but this is possibly the most crucial decision you have in the whole pairing process. Who you put down first. For us, it doesn't really matter. This is just illustrative.
This is good.
Oh, that's good, Phil. Okay, I just made these people up. Okay, so you put your one down, Francois, and when the two captains are ready, it is revealed. Reveal. Okay, so we got Dick playing Necrons versus Jeff and Knights.
Jeff is my best player.
Okay,
He's awesome.
so now Phil picks. Okay, Phil will pick two people that he's going to present to Francois to play against Dick, and Dick will have to pick one of those two people. And Francois will do the same.
So I pick two more?
So you pick two people now who you would like to play against Dick.
I want...
But you don't tell. You just put two of them face down beside Dick, and Francois does the same for Jeff.
Okay. Oh, cool. That's fun. All right. I think I want these guys to get...
Okay, so now each captain takes the matchup, okay? And then you decide as a captain...
Oh, wait, no, that's my matchup. That's your matchup.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Don't get it mixed up, yeah. Now, you as the captain, and you can consult with your player, obviously, who do you want to play?
All right, so now I've got a choice. I can pick Marines against Knights or Eldar against Knights.
That's right.
I'm going to say, knowing everything in 40K now, that Marines are going to go against
Marines
Knights.
against Knights.
Right? That's a good matchup.
Okay. So, and then you give that card back to Francois, and Francois, you pick...
So I'm going to pick Nids to play Necron.
Nids and Necrons, so you give that back to Phil. Right. Okay, so now, if you remember, Phil won the roll-off, so this is the first matchup, okay, Marines versus Knights, and Phil will get to choose the table he wants to play on, okay? Good. And then those two players go off and they play. That's the second matchup. Francois will pick his table, and those two players will go off and play. Okay, now the next match is the same thing. You put one down, okay, you just repeat the process.
Now we only have two, so...
Then you flip over.
Right.
Okay, okay, now you pick the two people, which of the two you have left, okay? And then now you pick.
And then whoever's left plays each other.
And whoever's left plays each other, basically.
You know what? We're going to play me against...
All right, Francois against Phil. So now Francois will get the first pick of table.
Right.
Okay? And then Phil will get the second pick of table with that matchup. And now there's four matchups.
Right. Okay?
And then the two left play each other. And then it will fill, and then that will be the last table, so you don't get a choice there either.
I just wanted to keep him for last.
Okay? That's how it goes. It's really easy, right?
Yep.
So there is lots of strategy towards this. Obviously, this is possibly the place in Team Tournament where a, let's say, inferior team with maybe inferior lists can actually beat a better team. because you give them bad matchups,
Right.
especially if the teams have made very skew lists instead of just all-rounders. So, and that's another part about team tournament. You have to decide what kind of list you want to make for the tournament. But anyway, so this is how you do pairings, and I hope that's pretty clear. So thank you guys, and that's been our PSA for today.